Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing? How's life in your world? How's things? How's stuff? It's kind of late. I had some stuff to do today, and right after work, Keely's off at practice. Her coach took her for me. Thank you, Coach Josh, because I had to come to FAIRMONT and get her, take her to practice number 1, which was a meeting, and then from there, he had to get her to take her back to Morgantown where I work. Yeah. And we have 3 games on Saturday. 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 1 to 2. It's going to be fun. 2 of those are in a neighboring city. We have to drive up there, then come back, then go there. Yeah, so, what did I want to talk about today? I had something I wanted to say to you, and I forget what it is. Oh, game night. I went to game night last night. I did actually go. And I'm really glad that I went. I haven't been since Christmas. I think the week after Christmas was the last time I went to game night. And for lots of different reasons. My life kind of went on this wild roller coaster in December and January. And I was really not feeling mentally great. And then it started the new job. And I was working late and getting home at like 6. Which was just, by the time I got everything I needed to get done, it would be too late to go to game night, or I would have to go there and come home early, and it just didn't feel like something that I wanted to do. My game night is held at a library, the local FAIRMONT library, and we start at like 5 and end at 10 or 11, and so getting that full 5-hour experience is really a part of it for me, and just being able to go for an hour, maybe or maybe not being able to play a game because of that, just isn't, so it just didn't work. And now that I've been doing the newer scheduling, it's been better. My time at home has been better, but I'm still feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So, in fact, going back last night was I had to fight myself to go. That whole like depression thing that tells you, you just stay home, right? It's like this, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's literally, no, it's not literally. That's not true. It's very much inside feeling of, it's not worth it. Just stay home. We could just play video games, or we could just work in the shop, or we could just do that. There's no point in going whatever. And I had to fight through that last night. I had to fight through. I had to do the show. So I was working in FAIRMONT yesterday, so I was home really early, and I knew that, and I knew I had to do the show, and I had to do some chores because it was trash night and all that stuff. And so my brain's just like, just stay home, And I said no, and I did it. And I'm really glad that I did. I really got to spend some time with some friends I hadn't seen in 3 months and play a couple of games. 2 games. Played 2 games. Didn't win either of them. Didn't even come in second. Don't care. Didn't matter. Had fun and enjoyed myself and got home late. The thing that is funny, though, or not funny, the one thing that has been happening these past 3 months is I've been getting a lot of sleep. Like, I get 8 hours most nights. Maybe a little less some nights and maybe a little more other nights. I'm usually in bed by like 9 or 9:30, and I'm usually asleep by 10 or 10:30, and then I'm up at 6. And so last night I probably didn't get to sleep until like 11:30. And man, did I feel it this morning. Like, oh gosh. Whereas before, early, when the family was here and stuff, I was not going to sleep that early. And I just kind of always struggled to get up in the morning. Lately, since starting this new job, obviously my mood has improved. I think that comes across on the show. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe longtime viewers would recognize that my mood has definitely improved. I have had zero trouble getting up. Even when I was working 8:30 to 5, I was still getting up at 6, and I would cook breakfast and stuff, because it was just like, I want to be up at this time. This is the time that I get up now. This is what I do, right? And today was the first day in a very long time that I actually had to struggle to get out of bed. Like, man, I was dead tired this morning. But it's okay. And I'm still feeling it a little bit. I'm probably going to crash early tonight. And after I eat. I haven't eaten yet, but it was good. It was a good night of playing games, and I've been out of my head hasn't been in board games for 3 months now or so. Been working on some stuff for Portal, but that's a different side of gaming. That's not like, oh, what's coming? You know, my friends will be like, hey, have you heard about this game? No, I haven't. I honestly haven't. I don't even remember the last time I logged on to Board Game Geek. Like, it's been probably 6 months. I just don't look at it anymore. I don't have the headspace to wish for things I can't own currently, and so I just go to conventions and get surprised. And it's fun that way. But going last night was a really good idea, and I'm going to make a concerted effort. Maybe I'll even put in a little extra time on other days so that I can leave a little bit earlier on Wednesdays and make it to game night earlier, so that I don't feel overwhelmed when I get home because I have chores to do, because I have to do the show, because of that. You know, I might work that out. In the past, if I knew that I had something busy to do on the Wednesday before game night, I would record Wednesday shows early and not tell you. Like, I would just pretend like it was Wednesday, record the show early, and then release it on Wednesday. I did that quite a bit in the past, and pretend like I didn't. But I just told you the truth. So, you know, I could always do that again, but I'd rather not. I'd much prefer to do daily things just off the cuff. And speaking of that, I'm really putting a lot of a lot of mental processing time into thinking about how to kind of spice this whole thing up daily and maybe do a little more involved show of shop stuff, like the original idea for the show. I just have to figure out how to film it and make it not suck for you to watch. Working on that. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying I've been thinking about it. That's all I got. Thanks for being here, as always. I really appreciate you, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from iun.edu. Is combustion endothermic or exothermic? Combustion reactions are almost always exothermic, meaning they give off heat. For example, when wood burns, it must do so in the presence of oxygen, and a lot of heat is produced. Wood, as well as many common items that are combust, are organic. They are made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen.